Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. In the last episode, we headed over to the Perseus Vale to meet with the Quarians, who were interested in talking. And as it turns out, the ship we rendezvoused with had all of the Quarian admirals on board, including their newest admiral, Tali. So we got to catch up with her a little bit and kind of renew our relationship. And we also found out that the Quarians, and quite possibly the single stupidest move they could have possibly made, decided to attack the Geth right as the Reapers have started invading the galaxy. So, yeah. Good job. As it turns out, was it Zaro Ren, I think is the Admiral's name, invented a countermeasure that allowed them to basically gain a significant tactical advantage over the Geth, which is why they started the war, but that drove the Geth into a corner and made them desperate and drove them to seek help from the Reapers. And so the Reapers gave the Geth upgrades that nullified the countermeasure, and now the Quarian fleet is pinned down in their home system. So, again, good job. So, the Quarians wanted to enlist my assistance to, board the Geth Dreadnought from which the Reaper signal was being broadcast and disable it. We don't necessarily want to lose the Quarian fleet because we kind of need it to help support the Turians. So we agreed to go ahead, board the Dreadnought, and disable the Reaper signal. As it turns out, the Reapers were using Legion as kind of a broadcast hub to broadcast a signal to all the Geth. So we disconnected him from the Dreadnought, and as it turns out, he's willing to kind of help us deal with the Reapers. And as a show of good faith, turned off the Dreadnought, basically. Disabled, its Mass Effect core, which knocked out its weapons and its shields. And instead of doing the sensible thing and getting their fleet out of Dodge, Admiral Hangarel decided that this was a good time to open fire on the Dreadnought upon which we were standing. So we barely escaped with our lives, got back on board, and gave Hangarel a piece of our mind, which involved a few knuckles. So, he's been kicked off the ship. We're very frustrated with Hangarel. And, well, into the Quarian Admiralty in general, except for Tali. Tali is fine. The rest of them, not so much. Oh, I would probably say that this Commander Shepard is of half a mind to go ahead and let the Geth kill them all. And then negotiate with the Geth instead. Because, judging by Legion, they seem to be the more reasonable of the two groups. But no, we are going to go ahead and try and resolve this conflict because having both those fleets is better than only having one. And hopefully we can get the Geth and the Quarians to stop shooting at each other and turn their guns against the only enemies that actually matter, the Reapers. So, we'll see how that goes. So, we have a couple of things to do here. We need to do a search and rescue operation because Admiral Zalcoris had his ship shot down and crashed on Rannoch. But he did manage to actually take out the orbital defense cannon that knocked him out by basically crashing his ship into it. So, chalk one up for Admiral Zalcoris. So we need to go see what survivors are from his ship and see if we can get him back into the fleet. And also, Legion has informed us of a Geth fighter base, or basically a server that's controlling Geth fighters that we can disable. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. But first thing we're going to go ahead and do is walk around the ship.
But it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
Alright, let's see how things are going
We've got
here.
reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Sione. I've updated the galaxy map.
We'll get to it.
I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability.
Alright.
Commander?
Looks like we have some messages at our private terminal, but we'll take a look at those a little bit later. Let's go have a chat with Joker, see if he has anything to say about the situation.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? It's a tentacle monster under there? What's under there? Good to have Tally back, even if it's just for a bit. Although every time you call her Miss Voss Normandy, I kind of expect to see her walking around with a tiara and a sash. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
No.
We are not.
Right, just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion! He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
So basically that means we just have options. Alright. Let's see.
One moment. I've been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low-volume hydraulics and is top-heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edie.
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system.
Alright. Actually, we need to talk to Legion. I forgot that he is on board. Well, I didn't really forget, but I forgot that he is in the war room. Or rather, it is in the war room. There's Legion.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Oh yeah, one other thing I did notice is that the Quarian admirals, when Legion shows up, were like, "Oh, I see your Geth friend is back." Acknowledging the fact that I brought Legion with me to Tally's loyalty mission. If you don't, they kind of freak out when Legion shows up. So that's interesting that was actually, acknowledged.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
All right. Let's ask about the heretics.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Your decision was sound. Deleting the heretics resulted in fewer Geth allied with the old machines.
So you don't regret killing them?
It was logical. If we had not deleted the heretics, we would face an increased number of hostile Geth platforms. Death holds different consequences for synthetics than organics. Do you harbor regrets about deleting the heretics?
No, I'd do it again.
We're already facing millions of Geth working for the Reapers. I'm okay with thinning those numbers again.
You will likely have the opportunity to do so.
I'm sure I will. Alright, so what about the Quarian attack?
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, Store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Alright, so your people panicked.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
Alright. And so what happened to you after the collector base mission, I guess?
What did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
Yes, it wasn't quite as simple for us organics. Alright, I guess we'll ask about the Reaper's mind.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You sound odd.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
Alright. So, I guess that's everything we have to talk to Legion about.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Alright. So... I don't think there's anybody else in the war room that we need to talk to. I guess we'll do a quick run of the rest of the ship.
You've got new messages, Commander.
Yes, I realize that I have those messages. We'll get to those in a moment. Alright. I realized that I could be using the map to find out where people are. Liara's in Liara's cabin. Garrus is in the main battery. Ashley is in starboard observation. Okay, so we'll go ahead and see if Garrus has anything new to say.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tally. You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody'll believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
Oh? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
Well, if anybody can calibrate it, it's you, Garrus.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tally here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
So, what did you tell him?
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You can't let them know that. If people lose confidence in their leaders, this war is over.
I told you once that I wasn't a very good Turian, Shepard. I never could follow bad orders. Now I'm the one giving the orders.
And it shouldn't matter what anyone thinks about them.
Except someone's dying at the end of every sentence.
And someone's making it out alive, too.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If it avoids extinction.
If all life in the galaxy vanishes because we hesitate, what choice do we have?
This is going to be a rough war.
Yep. Alright, let's see if Liara has anything new to say.
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
I'm supporting Joker on this one.
Really? I have work to do.
You know he's gonna keep bothering you until you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
Alright, you have anything to say?
Hello again.
Nope. Alright, let's see. Anything here? Nothing new. Anything here? Smuggler manifest from the youngest system. Operative Morat has sent smuggler manifests of an Athabasca-class freighter to authorities in the youngest system. The manifest is as follows. 8,000 tons of dextroamino food supplies, 16,000 tons of livo-amino acid food supplies, 200,000 tons of platinum, stamped ingots, 12 Alliance fighter craft, inactive, mothballed on lower deck, 12 Hierarchy interceptor craft, inactive, mothballed on lower deck, 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan recaptured attempting to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the freighter in 2 hours. Per the broker's request, the youngest government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered. Alright then.
Greetings, Commander.
Alright, let's go see what Ashley has to say, if anything. Hello?
Heard you were back in form blasting away flashlights down there. Maybe I should be more open-minded. But I'd rather scope down some tin can than a person. I'm right. Right? Fine. I'll shut up. Still fighting Geth after all these years, huh?
For the moment.
Humanity 1, blinky flashlights 0. Hey there.
Alright. Well, since probably the Geth, as soon as you knock out their hardware platform, just transfer themselves somewhere else, it's probably not actually killing many of them. Actually, there is something I need to do, and it's down here. At least it should be down here. I hear it. My hamster. Where? I should see it running across the floor here somewhere. There it is. Come on. Alright, let me just try and catch this thing. I'll be back in a second. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Javik?
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age. A pity no one can appreciate it now. Except for perhaps the commander.
What? How do you know?
Javik. Yeah, he's kind of read me. He probably knows a bunch about that.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
So what about the machines in your cycle?
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
Déjà vu. They were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI seized the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
Well, I have to take a chance.
At this point, I don't have a lot of options.
You do. Throw it out of the airlock.
Don't you think that's a little drastic?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery. But synthetics...
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
Edie might disagree with that, but I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
Well, if they'll fight the Reapers...
Even if what you say is true, Legion wants to destroy the Reapers as much as we do.
Did you ever consider the Geth may be trying to eliminate the competition? With the Reapers gone, the galaxy would be theirs for the taking. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander.
Well, that's his suggestion. Cortez and James are down here. Somewhere. There's Cortez.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of the Dreadnought?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly.
Ah, so that's what happened to the Geth fighter.
Just one more diagnostic suite. Everything is in order.
All right. James?
Hey, Shepard. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but you sure we can trust it?
Yes.
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
Uh-huh.
Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Hey, not everybody's as crazy as you, sir.
Alright. I think that's everybody. Alright then. Let's at least get something done. Alright, so on Rannoch, we have, I think, the Quarian escape pod. Save the Admiral. We're going to go ahead and go for that one first. And you know what? We are going to bring Ashley along on this ride. And who else? I'm not going to bring Telly along until the final mission on Rannoch. Let's bring Edie along. Her tech abilities should be pretty good against the Geth. We'll keep her with that. Alright, let's see. What do I got? We're gonna work on warp. Increase weapons damage taken by a target. Increase power damage taken by a target. Straight up damage and duration. We'll do straight up damage and duration. We'll add another level of shockwave in there. For Ashley. We'll boost her in disruptor ammo. Damage. Ammo capacity. Oh, we can't do ammo capacity just yet. Marksman. Firing rate bonus by 20%. Rate bonus. There we go. And for Edie, you're already maxed out on Overload. Defense Matrix. Yeah, Defense Matrix. And I guess we'll improve the decoy as well. Increase duration by 40%.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zan. Have you reached Selchoris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Selchoris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
So why is Chorus so vital?
What makes finding the admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
That's suicide.
They'll be torn to pieces.
Naturally, but the civilian captains have deluded themselves into thinking they can reach the mass relay in time. Hopefully Chorus can stop the fools from presenting the Geth with such easy targets.
Alright, well, you'd better shield them for now.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Alcora's crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him.
Zen? Admiral Zen?
I'm afraid I cannot reconnect. The signal is too weak.
Looks like we're on our own. Take us in to the tower.
We're taking fire. The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
Alright, knock out the A guns.
Shepard, once we find the Admiral, I advise we...
Edie, what's wrong?
The jamming signal is strong closer to the tower. I am experiencing signal loss with my systems on the Normandy.
Joker will look out for you.
Of course. But the disconnection remains unpleasant.
Alright, well, let's just take care of business. Keep an eye out for those Geth mines.
There are Geth ahead, Shepard.
No kidding. All right, what do we got here?
Damn. At least she went out fighting.
We need to radio Alcoris if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
There's one of them.
Landmines? Geth have been busy.
Ah, javelin. Well, we're not gonna worry about that right now.
There are Geth below us.
Get rid of the one with the rocket launcher, please. Oh.
Inbound Geth.
They dropping in? Alright, another dead Quarian.
The Geth anti-aircraft guns are up ahead.
Get rid of you. Who's shooting?
Gun has a control panel. Let's check it out.
All right.
One of us must shut down the anti-aircraft guns, Shepard.
That is your job, Edie.
Edie, I want you on this.
Right away.
Incoming gas!
Got a prime up there. We got one over here. Get rid of you. All right. We're gonna need something a little bit bigger to deal with this prime.
I have disabled the anti-aircraft gun.
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
All right, what do we got? Okay, Spitfire. Huh? I'll keep it. Oh. East. That took a lot to blow up. Hey, someone's alive here.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn hatched. I clean engine parts.
So what are you doing here?
This place is filled with Geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some Geth. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
So where's the Admiral?
Can you tell me where Zalcoris is?
Looking for survivors. You can radio the Admiral if you take that jamming tower offline.
I know. We'll find him.
Please, listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive, and my son, tell him, tell Jonah that his father made it to the home world.
Let's get to that tower.
Yes. Now it appears that Jonah has lost both his mother and his father. Because his mother died on the Alarai. If we remember the log messages on board that ship during Tally's loyalty mission. Oh, that thing is done.
Mounted turret.
Got me on the turret. Okay. Let's Let's see. Knock him off. Alright. Lift. Yep. Get off of there.
Gun has a control panel. Let's check it out.
Alright.
Which one of us should shut down the gun?
That's Edie's job.
Take it out, Edie.
Affirmative.
Alright, and I'm gonna get on this
You should
fixed
be able to
gun.
operate a vacant gas turret yourself, Shepard.
More gas!
I require more time to deactivate the turret.
This anti-aircraft gun is offline.
Let's get the last one.
Gas by the door!
Alright. I don't like that. Can't move it back that far. Alright. Edie, you're up.
Which one of us should shut down the gun?
Take it out, Edie.
Affirmative.
I am nearly complete.
Get the prime, get the prime. That it? Nope.
This anti-aircraft gun is offline.
I think that's all of them.
I'll signal the shuttle.
This is Commander Shepard. Jordan didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with the shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
We're coming.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
We need to rescue the Admiral, and we're gonna call him a coward, apparently.
So your ship goes down and you give up? Your people are fighting for their lives up there.
My people are down here.
The entire civilian fleet's depending on you. Who's gonna look out for them? Admiral Garrel? Zen?
I cannot abandon my crew.
We save dozens now or millions later. Your decision, Admiral.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
All right, more gun time.
Gas closing in on the Admiral.
I've got this. Gas behind you! Get in cover!
Yeah, shoot down those rockets.
Clear, go! Admiral, come on! Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalcoris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
Well, so much for the Quib.
Commander, unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why I needed you to come back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
Alright. Is that a problem?
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes. We do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
Agreed.
It is.
Commander!
Come on, Admiral. That's a living creature, no matter what platform it's running on.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Wow. No, we don't want them destroyed. If we can save their fleet, that would be useful because we could use their ships against the Reapers.
Maybe they don't have to die.
Just because this one appears friendly.
Well, it hasn't fired on a ship with me aboard it.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted. That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
Commander,
I gave in
Admiral
to your
Hackett's
reckless
available on
behavior
VidCom.
beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
We're actually going to support Han Garel in this one.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver. I need the patrol fleet.
Admiral Geralt is right. Withdrawing now puts the whole fleet at risk.
As you say, Commander. All right, Han. You've got your ships.
Thank you, Ron. You'll get them back in good condition.
Alright, so there we are. So we still have to take out that Geth fighter base before we head on over to the actual Reaper base. So we will work on that for our next episode. So for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.